Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you some really cool equipment. We have a Western Electric bell box with a magneto, and we kind of have a folk art situation going on with a Western Electric transmitter and hook hanger for the receiver capsule that's been mounted on an electrical outlet box, and this was done years ago. So that's a really cool situation. And this is Paul's equipment from MA, and a few years ago we designed out a situation for a intercom system for Paul. His intercom system goes out to outbuildings and a barn and his home. And so basically the telephones are on one line, like the talk line, and they can be connected to the telephone line also. The bell boxes and bells are connected to the ring cycle line. So basically that's your indicator. When you walk up to one of these bell boxes and crank the magneto, it rings all the bells in his system. So that's really cool. This equipment is going to be installed in an outbuilding, and he's going to be adding it to his existing system. And so that's a really cool situation he has set up, where he can use the telephone lines as intercoms, or he can actually patch them into the telephone line and use them as telephones, while the bell boxes are on the ring cycle line. So they are totally separate from the telephones. Now, Paul also had the hardware and circuit boards made so that you could install them in candlestick telephones or any wooden wall crank telephone that has that type of design for the transmitter. We're going to show you that hardware in some pictures that we're going to do of this equipment. We want to run through a little bit about what needs to be done, and we're going to start with a bell box. When you crank the magneto for this bell box, it has a little bit of an intermittent problem. The bells do not consistently ring with your turns of the crank for the magneto. So we want to take a look at that problem. We're going to troubleshoot that issue. We want to install a modular line port so that Paul can simply use any length, any color line cord he chooses. Now, on the transmitter situation, we want to add our electronic amplified transmitter circuit to the hardware Paul has already installed. So we have a lot of work that needs to be done. We're going to get a start on this unit. We're going to do some still pictures, and we'll come back and get some more video as we move forward in the troubleshooting and repairing process. We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we are finished up with the repair and conversion to the Western Electric bell box. And Paul is going to use this bell box on his ring cycle line. So basically, when you crank the magneto for this bell box, it will ring the other bell boxes in his system, and that will be an alert to whoever is near a phone to pick that telephone up, because that's in the intercom system, and then he can talk back and forth. We also installed a modular line port so that Paul can simply wire his jack and then plug in any length, any color modular line cord, and then plug right into the bell box. Makes for a simple, easy plug and play connection. All the other repairs were taken care of with this bell box. So we went through everything. Now, when we go to ring this bell box, when we crank the magneto and ring the original bell to the magneto. Now, for an example, for one of the other stations where it would ring, we're going to use an electronic ringer just so you can see the difference between the bell sound and an electronic sound. So we want to go ahead and crank our magneto and ring the original bells. So we'll start that. Now what we want to do is we want to turn the switch on for the electronic ringer, and that will be an example of another ring circuit on the line for the intercom system. So we'll go ahead and crank the magneto, and you'll hear the bell and the electronic ringer of the other telephone. And so now all the bell boxes in his intercom system will ring once this magneto is cranked. We're going to check out the telephone portion of this intercom system. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we're ready to start our final checkout with the telephone part of the intercom system. We also want to mention our amplified pickup. We use this in troubleshooting, repairing, and on our final checkouts. It's amplified so you can hear the audio from a receiver. And I have an amplifier back by the video. It has a button on it. When I press the button, I can give dial tone or take it away at any time. And since it's an open amplifier, it is prone to any static interference or noise in the atmosphere. So if you hear any noise, it will be coming from the amplifier and not the telephone. Now what we can do is go ahead and place our receiver on our amplifier pickup. We can go ahead and plug our line cord in, and you'll see the analyzer. It will seize it. It just came on. Here's our hook switch. We can hang up. So we know that the hook switch is working. We also wired this unit the way we needed it wired to work the way we want it to work. We also installed a modular line port so that Paul can use any length line cord, any color he chooses. And if you notice, the electronic amplified transmitter that we design and build here at the shop is so sensitive. I'm pretty far away from the transmitter, and you can see this red light. That's an indication of 100% modulation on transmit every time that light lights up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. We can hang up and give you some dial tone on the analyzer. We can press the button on the switch box. That will give us a line out, totally take the analyzer out of the situation, and we'll call a time and temp number, give you some dial tone. We'll use our tone dialer and call that time and temp number.
The time and temperature p.m. and the temperature 21 degrees.
Now that we know that this really cool telephone equipment has been repaired and converted, we can return it to Paul and he can finish up his project that he has for his intercom system. I'm sure this equipment's going to look great no matter where it's installed. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching and have a great day.